Well, welcome everyone to the Mailbox Power Mastermind call that happens every single Monday morning for Mailbox Power affiliates to help you not only grow your Mailbox Power business, but whatever business you are building, if you have another one that you're building alongside it. And we always like to start the week on a positive note, and we like to start with the wins. So does anybody have a Mailbox Power win that they would like to share this week? Kimberly.
I recently recruited a realtor to the team and showed her the system, and she's loving it. She's so creative. So she sent out a that bamboo trio and a card, and they apparently this agent who's out of state collaborated with her on a real estate deal.
Oh,
And
nice.
so the comment that she shared with me, she said, "Well, this is the sweetest gift I have ever received from another agent in all my years of business.
I love
Thank
it.
you so much. It was so thoughtful. The card was spectacular. So fun to see us both on the card. We did a good job. Thank you for the referral." And I told her,
Awesome.
I said, "You didn't even realize that you had sent a sticky gift," which means wherever she puts that on her desk, she's going to think of you. So
Yep.
she's so excited.
Nice. I love it. I love hearing stories like that. Brian.
So I just put a post out on my Facebook feed about, are you sending thousands of postcards per month for free in your business, only to have to pay postage or something like that? And I got a new pro member.
Yay! Nice job. Anyone else? Lulu.
So I sent out a bunch of these solar glasses with one of the eclipse cards, and I actually put on the back how to view it locally here in Pennsylvania. So there were some tips that went along with it. And I got a lot of traction on social media from that. People, just posting that they got it and how cool that was and whatnot. So I take that as a win.
Yes, absolutely. Being different, standing out from the competition.
Yep.
I see a few newer faces. Kathy and where'd she go? Carla used to join us, but she's back. Linda's here, not every week, but she's here occasionally. So I just wanted to give them all a shout out. And I wanted to give a shout out to Kimberly. And I want to do this at the beginning of the show because anybody who's watching the replay, I want them to hear it at the beginning versus at the very end. If you are watching this replay and you can't join us live, it doesn't mean that you can't participate in the current contest we have going on that Kimberly is in the lead with. And that's that if you invite another Mailbox Power affiliate to this call that is not normally on this call, so somebody on your team or somebody you know in Mailbox Power that is struggling or is looking to grow, reach out to them, personally invite them, and send me a messenger, like a Facebook messenger, or if you have my phone number, text me and let me know you're inviting them. And everybody who has somebody show up between now and the end of April, we are doing a drawing for one free design by Mike and I for you and your business. So that's like a $200 value, people. If we design something for you, unless you've got something already done and we just have to tweak it, if I have to create something or Mike has to create something from scratch, we start at 200, and graphic designers are going to charge you way more than that. But this is an opportunity to get one for free for your business. So if you're watching the replay, you can still invite and you can still participate. Just let us know that you sent somebody to the Monday morning call. And congratulations, Kimberly. Right now, you are the only one with points in the contest. So I right now you're a shoo-in to win unless somebody else decides to invite. Linda.
There we go. Oh, I just wanted to say I rejoined BNI after being out for a couple of years. And granted, it's a large BNI group. And I have since joining, I have signed up 3 pros and an executive.
Nice.
And they are all set up with automations, and all but one. One is he's just has it. It's going to be one of those things he just pays for, gets a referral for, and doesn't use. I can tell he's ghosted me a few times, so I get it. But anyway, it's been hugely successful. So I just wanted to let you know that I'm happy to be back in BNI. So
Awesome. Speaking of BNI, I have a win. I actually presented last week at my BNI, and afterwards, 2 people who have been telling me for years that they were going to do it. I have an appointment tomorrow with one of them who is signing up and committed to spending between $1,000 and $1,500 a month on the system. And the other one, I have to get with him and his staff this week. And then there were multiple visitors. We probably had 8 visitors last week, and 3 of them came up to me and said, we need to schedule a meeting. I need to learn more about what you do. And one of those is already on the books. And I have to reach out to the other 2 today because one had to leave early. So I didn't get a chance to talk to him and get it scheduled right then and there. But lesson to be learned in this is I could have had, now the other one that I have to get with his staff, we talked at the beginning and he said, I need to get with you. And I said, let's do this before we leave. And he bugged out before I could get him. But get the appointment on the calendar when people are telling you that they are interested. Don't wait, because most people that wait 48 hours or more don't end up signing up. So there's something to be said about striking while the iron's hot when somebody's already told you, great, let's set a time on the calendar where we can get together and either, if they've said they're definitely do it, set them up, or let's get something on the calendar where I can show you the rest of the system and see how we can help you in the business. So that was a big win for me. I've done lots of presentations for BNI, but that was the biggest response afterwards. So obviously how I tweaked my presentation garnered a lot of attention last week, which is, you always like that.
So what did you do different?
It was very similar to past ones. I'll have to go look at what I changed. I think I've only done the presentation that I did last week one other time to this group like it was, or mostly like it was. And I did highlight a lot our marketing and how you can do 10 to 20 cent leads and then free postcards. And the lawyer, Lulu, that
Yes.
my BNI group was there. And when I got up and did my 60-second commercial and talked about it, he was like, woohoo, yeah, because he's grown his business 25 to 30%. And I think some of that, and then he chimed in when I was presenting and a few others did. I think I had more interaction this time than I normally do, which probably sparked more engagement afterwards. But I'll have to go back and look. I know I tweaked a few things, but not much.
And I should thank you for your guidance, because I did meet with my attorney last week, and it looks like he's going to go with the executive package. He couldn't believe it. And talking about BNI, presenting, really tweaking your 60-second presentation, and also, for me, it's been very helpful joining the leadership team. And because I'm in there in this category of mailbox marketing, or whatever you want to call it, I sub for as many people as I can. I visit as many chapters as I can, because typically nobody does what we do.
Exactly.
We are in a great position to present this. And if you are in BNI in another chapter, when you have those one-to-ones, you can present Mailbox Power to them.
Yeah, speaking of which, Lulu, we have one-on-ones all the time and we need to be putting those in. Because we are helping
Oh,
each other in
oh
business.
my gosh.
Just, yeah, that just, I was like, duh.
Oh, it does,
Um,
right.
And I would say if you have, here in Colorado, we have what's called a passport program. And I'm not sure if that's
We have it.
nationwide, but you
Yep.
can be a passport trainer. And that means you are one of the first 10 people that a brand new member meets with. Guess
Yeah.
what? I've been a passport trainer for years
Wow.
because everybody wants to meet with them, but their goal is to check off the passport before they meet with anybody else in the chapter. And if you're on the passport, guess what? You get to be one of the first ones they meet with right away.
Yeah, BNI's been phenomenal for me with Mailbox Power. Phenomenal.
Yeah.
So maybe isn't this like a one-to-one? Maybe
it
we,
sure is.
Yeah,
Right.
you know what?
Let's like-
Every week we should have a one-to-one. Yes.
Oh, I've missed so many opportunities.
I have too. And I'm like, yeah, actually, we're talking business and how to
Yeah.
grow business and referrals. So I
Oh.
would say this
we'll give you credit, Brenda, for instigating it, but I'm putting
okay.
it in.
Me
Go ahead and put
too.
it in. I'll take them. Brian.
I was in BNI quite a few years ago with that other company. But is it a 10-minute presentation that you guys get to give when you're talking about the presentation versus the 60-second?
It depends on the BNI group, Brian. My group is so big that we want to make sure that everybody or almost everybody gets a chance to present during the year. And since we tend to hover around, we're not right now, but we tend to hover around the 50 mark. That means they'd only be able to present once in a year. And that's hard if you're not hearing from somebody for a feature presentation, but once a year. So we only do 8 minutes and it's 2 8-minute presentations. So each
Okay.
BNI chapter is different.
Do you have any of your 8 minutes on video anywhere?
I sure
I'm only
do.
asking because
Go
I'd
look
like to
on
do one
YouTube.
and tape one and give it out to my chamber, whoever.
Yeah. So they're all out on YouTube. Well, most of them, not all of them, but I have some out on YouTube. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Same place you find the replays for this call.
Okay.
And my chapter we do 2 10-minute presentations, but then we also do, if we don't have 2, we'll do a 10-minute and a 5-minute. But the 60-second presentation is just like your commercial every week. And some
Yeah.
chapters, if they're really big, you don't get 60 seconds. You might get 30 seconds.
Yeah, 30 or 45, depending on how big. Right now we're at 45. But the bigger you get, the shorter that commercial is. Just
Yeah, we're
time.
at 30.
Yeah.
We're at 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Any other wins before we move on to one of the topics that Linda brought up and see if anybody else has a topic? And I apologize, we're not doing AI today because Teresa can't be on today. And Mike was like, yay, it means I get out of doing it this morning. He'll watch the replay and be like, thanks, Brenda. Anyways, he's upstairs with our grandkids and I need to reach out to Marie because the 3 of them on that call about a month ago were just pinging off of each other. So I want to make sure we can have everybody on to do that training. So hopefully next week. But Linda reached out to me, and this is, again, I'm going to give a shout out to Linda because she reached out to me on Facebook Messenger and said, Brenda, I'm struggling with this. It'd be great if we could talk about this on the Monday morning call. If you have areas you're struggling with or you're confused about or would like training on, please reach out to me on Facebook Messenger. Or if you, like I said, if you have my text, you can text message me so that we can cover things that you want to cover and learn in your business. So Linda reached out and said, I'm going to read it. I would love to brainstorm and learn from others about ways to use the new demo video link that we got with Justin's video, which is amazing. I love the video because as much as it's a sales pitch, I don't feel like it's a sales pitch. It's just an educational video about what we do without being super salesy.
I agree.
So does anybody have any ideas, or is anybody already using that link, and how are they using it?
Well, I do want to jump in because I had an idea, so I wanted to run
Okay.
it past you guys, particularly if you're in BNI. I did reach out to Justin and say the only thing I can see wrong with that video is not 8 minutes, that I could use it in my BNI presentation. First of all, bring it down just a couple minutes, and then we could use it because it's so fantastic. What I'm going to do is I don't know if this is all that legal, but I'm going to present my 30 seconds on Friday, and I'm going to say, here's my link, and mine is bestbiztool.com. I want, if they go there and then book a call just for questions, or to say, yes, I looked at this video, that they can count it as a referral.
Each BNI is going to be a little bit different. I don't think in my BNI, I'm going to have to ask the rest of the leadership team. I don't think in my BNI, they'd be able to count it as a referral. They'd be able to count it as a one-on-one, but not a referral. But it would give them a one-on-one, which is part of the power of one. Now, if they sign up, it's a referral. Or if they give you a referral as a result of that meeting, and maybe that's the way you present it, is go watch this video and set a one-to-one with me. And then during the one-to-one, we can talk more so that you know how to best refer me.
Right. And that's what I was thinking. Book a call and let's talk about who you know that you could introduce me to.
Yes.
I love that.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a great way to use it, Linda. We personally have a WhatsApp chat. And so I didn't put the landing page because I was already doing the 8-minute presentation, but I put the video out there after my presentation and said, to learn, there's only so much I can say in 8 minutes. To learn more, watch this video. So that's how I've used it so far. And you're absolutely right, Linda. Our first thought, Mike and I went in and we were trying to edit the video down to 8 minutes. And if Justin is watching this, or you happen to talk to Justin again, if they take out, I know it takes out some of the fun, but if they take out all those cutaways where it's somebody talking in that, Mike and I actually got it down to like 8 minutes and 3 seconds. And I was going to use it. And then I realized I have 8 minutes. So I couldn't say my name. I couldn't say who my best referral is. I couldn't say who my power partners are. So it really, in order to use it for a BNI presentation that's 8 minutes, it needs to be about 6. Because you've got to be able to, at the end of the video, if I started thinking about me being in the audience. So I want you to put yourself in the audience's position. If somebody got up in another company to do their presentation and they just hit play on a video and never opened their mouth, are you building a relationship with the person in front of the room? No, you're building a relationship with the video or whoever's doing the video. So just keep that in mind, because I was absolutely going to do that, Linda. That was my first thought. Oh my God, I need to use this. And Wednesday late, my presentation is Thursday at lunch. Wednesday late, I was like, yeah, nope, I need to go do something else. So I was up late putting my presentation together. because I really feel like they need to get to know you and how you're different. Our company is different, but how do you stand out from other people they might meet that are with Mailbox Power or any other marketing system out there? So that's just my 2 cents worth. And I would love to have Justin do a 5-6 minute video that people could use for that, but be able to also talk.
Yeah, good point.
Any other ideas? Lulu?
I just, one of the things I've done is I changed it. I used to have the 90-day invite as on my signature, under my signature on
Mhm.
my email. But I changed it to the video and I put to learn more and, book a consultation, click here.
Ooh,
And
I like that. I think I'm gonna go change mine.
yeah,
I hadn't
because
thought about that.
people typically don't sign themselves up anyway.
Right.
So may as well have some more information. So I always felt a little funny about that, like they're going to see it, but it's not really going to explain. I love the fact that there's a voice speaking to them,
Yep.
and then they can, I've linked my calendar, and then they can book for,
So
a
the
time to
only
call.
thing I would say with that, and I'd have to go to the link, because I haven't brought that whole page up. I've just watched the video. Does it take them to the 90-day packages?
If they learn more, I think they do. It does.
Okay.
I think so.
The only thing I would say is you again want to separate yourself, and if they go to that video that Justin did that says learn, and you say learn more, and they can click learn more and they go away and they click on somebody else's link, they don't necessarily realize it's an affiliate marketing business, and they don't realize that
All right, now
people
I've got
that
it.
haven't been in affiliate or network marketing don't, they Google, they remember Mailbox Power, and they don't necessarily reach out to Lulu because they don't want to bother Lulu. And then they get signed up either as an orphan or under somebody else, because when they Googled it, Lulu didn't come up, my videos came up or somebody else's videos came
Right.
up. And so they end up signing up with somebody else's link. So that would be my only caution in doing that. And
I'm
I would
looking
just
at it now.
say, I would offer something, even if the 90 days is there, I'd say those who sign underneath it, here to learn more. And if you want to sign up with me, I give an hour free, or I have an automation I give away, or whatever it is that you're going to do that sets you apart from other people. Because now this is how Jim McCord and Kelly Wheeler and Jim McCord, Kelly Wheeler, Steve, they're all saying, if you use my link to sign up, you get free automations, or you get a free class, or you get whatever. And so people are wanting to sign up with those links because they want the extras.
I love it. You have to let them know.
Yep.
That's great. I'm actually pulling it up now.
Okay.
But keep going.
Alan.
Yes, Brenda. I was just wondering, I wanted to ask the collective if anybody has experience with someone clicking on that book a meeting with them. And how did that work? How were they advised? Are we able to configure it with our Google Calendar, or is it Calendly, or
It
is
can
it
be any calendar, Alan.
wonderful?
Yep. And I don't think I've had anybody click on it to book an appointment with me, because most people I take to our page, which is already set up to book an appointment with us prior to them doing this. So I don't know if anybody else has had experience with it, but I know people reached out and said, that their prospects were clicking on the button and then they were ending up talking to somebody at corporate, not them, and that they really would like it if it could be go to their calendar. And that's why Justin implemented that, which I think
It-
is very smart.
Good to
When they-
know. I aim to report back to the group that I've had success myself in the future.
Nice. Lulu?
So I clicked on learn more and it brings up the pricing and whatever. And when you click on join or whatever, it takes them to my link.
But
So
is it
does-
the 90-day packages or the regular packages?
Oh, shoot, I forgot to check. I'll do
No
it. Let me
worries.
go.
We'll
then.
move on to Suzanne and
Yeah,
then
keep
we'll come
going.
back.
Yes, good morning. My thought is that I haven't done it yet because everything's been crazy at my house lately. But you know, the sample package that they
Yes.
put together on the back of the Giga card, it says ready to start sending Mailbox Power or just curious about learning more. Scan the QR code. And I'm going to put that QR code in there.
Yep.
Because I think that'll be good because they'll have something tangible in their hands. They'll be able to watch if they're really interested in it, and it will have my link to it. So that's sort of what I'm thinking. And I was talking to Ann Stone the other day, and I said I think I'm going to send this package out to some of the people that have fallen off of my team, my Mailbox Power team. You know, to say, hey, you know, look what you're missing.
So the only thing I would do with that, Suzanne, this is just my 2 cents, is I would reach out to anybody who used to be on your team and say, hey, I'm updating my address book. Could you please click on this link and make sure I have your correct information because I want to send you a surprise. And that way you're not sending out a package that costs some money.
$10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not huge, but it's not small, and have it coming back to you. I mean, then you'd have them for samples to show, but I would want to make sure the address is right first, because if you've lost contact with them, they might also not be living where they were when you last reached out. So
Good point. Good point.
Just my thought on that. And Brian, I saw your comment in the chat. The video is under your affiliate dashboard. And then right at the top is the affiliate link for, or at least that's under your main one. The very top of the specialty links is where it was when I looked the other day. Is that right, Lulu?
Yeah, it's in
At
your,
the very top.
it's on the dashboard. It's at
Yep.
the top.
Okay.
The very top is just your regular link,
Yep.
but it's one under that.
Yep.
And I did check and it does not take you to the promo. So I'm going to add that as a, you know, a little something else.
Yeah. So I'm glad that it doesn't take them to the promo, because now this gives you an opportunity to say in your email signature, if you take the time to reach out, if you love the video and decide you want to use this service, please reach out to me. Don't use that link because I have a link where I can give you a special offer.
Yeah, love
Something
it.
like that. So now they're coming back to you.
Yeah. Well, they're coming back to you for the better pricing.
Yep.
Because it does take them to your regular page.
Right.
So, but I love that. And then it's like you're adding value too.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You're giving them a big offer that, you know.
Yep. Yeah, that's exactly
I love
how,
it.
that's exactly how we're supposed to be using those 90-day packages.
Yeah, which is,
If you, the best way to use it is to do a presentation like I did Thursday and say, if you sign up by tomorrow, or if you sign up within the next 48 hours, I have a special link that you can use, but you have to reach out to me to get it. When I do a presentation, I offer a bunch of other extras because I want I didn't get to that slide, by the way, on Thursday, but I still got the interaction I did. But I did have a special, and I'm going to talk to him this Thursday about, I didn't get to the slide that told you I had a special offer. So anybody who signs up between now and whatever date I pick at that point, you get X, Y, and Z.
So you could say it easier. You could just say, talk to me for a special offer, rather
Yep.
than go to a big long on your
Right.
email. Just talk to me.
Yep.
Talk to me for a special offer.
Yep. Call me for a special offer.
Right, something like that, rather than going
Yep.
to a big long
Yeah,
thing.
don't give them the link for the special offer. Make them call you or email you
Book a
or
consult. Well, your
Yeah.
link is right there
yep,
to find out about our special offer.
book a call.
Book a call.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, just don't make it sound too salesy.
Yeah,
Yeah, just be, and that's at least how in my mind, I just want to, make it easy and not, I'd sound like a used car salesman.
yeah. No, we don't want to sound like that. Any other ideas real quick before we wrap up the call? Well, I think this has been a great call. Thank you,
Yeah.
Linda, for reaching out in Facebook Messenger with that topic, because I think it's very relevant. That video was just released, and how do we take advantage of it and how do we use it to grow our business? So
Fantastic.
I'd also love to hear back from you, Linda. If you hear back from Justin that says we're working on a shorter video, please report back to me / the group and say that they're working on a shorter video. And all of you watching, if you want a shorter video, go put it in the suggestion in the chat. And then if a whole bunch of us ask for a shorter video, maybe, because really all they got to do is edit it. It's, I think, and they have the original versus the copy I have. It should be fairly easy with AI tools, which I'm sure they're aware of, to edit it down. Kimberly.
Yeah, I asked Bobby Joe if there was a way to take out all of those movie clips. Because if
Yeah.
you're meeting with a CEO of a company, it just takes away
I
from the
agree.
value, and
It's-
that would shorten it too. But yeah.
Yep.
They're cute, but some people want to get to the point.
Yep. The other
Um,
thing I'm going to put in as suggestion is, as I was listening to it over and over again, I don't think that we need to go into the 5 different automations. I think we just need to talk about
Yes.
automating their business, and to learn more about all the different automations we have, get with the person who gave you this video. Because then you can talk about, or he can say, we can do things like birthday and anniversary without diving deep into them like he did. I love it for training, but for an introduction to a new person, that might be overwhelming. So that's where I went back and got it down to about 8 minutes. But
Because
it's
you
not clean.
curiosity. All you really want is for them to be curious enough to hear more.
Yep.
That's all. I mean, that's all I want. I'm sure that's all you guys want. Don't tell them everything. Just leave them leaning in, asking questions.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Linda,
Awesome.
what is your last name so I can find you in BNI Connect?
BILO.
BILO. Oh, okay, that's easy.
And Linda with a Y.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Awesome.
Well,
Well,
you
thank
do,
you.
because I don't. Yeah, let's keep that ball rolling.
Yeah, I'm all for it because it's definitely business. Well, with that, I hope you all have an awesome week. Again, remember, invite. We want more people, new people, to this call so that we can help them grow their business, and you get entries in the drawing for a possible free design by Mike and I. So with that, have an awesome week, and I will talk to you later.
Thank you.